morning. I swear a lot.
Hello friends, and welcome back to Slay the Princess. So, people seemed generally happy last time. I was also happy. I had a great time. Even when I was killed, I was like, yo, that's pretty cool though. The way I died, it's pretty rad. All my organs shut down. It's pretty baller. The general consensus amongst the comments has just been, do what you want, there's no wrong answers. As in, there are no wrong choices to pick, as it were. Especially to begin with, when one wouldn't really have like a specific goal in regards to like specific endings or anything like that. It's just go in, do shit, do what you feel is right or wrong or kind of an asshole, and just go from there. So that's what I'm gonna keep doing. I suspect what we just did at the end of the last one was like kind of a run resetter, but I don't know for sure. I'm going to try something similar to what I did to begin with last time, which I'm going to go down there and I'm going to chat with her a bit more. I just want to, most of my attempts here I think are going to be information gathering, where I just want to learn more about her.
You'll find the princess within.
Oh, I'm aware, don't you worry.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Yeah, but, you know, job's a job, innit?
Ignore him.
Into the cabin. Okay, yeah, so the tab is actually a pretty good skip. All right, good to know. Now, I kind of want to do what I did before and not take the blade, because taking the blade is a statement of intent, not just from a video game perspective, but like imagine you were standing in a room and someone walked in holding a knife. It puts you on edge, doesn't it? And I'm not sure I want to like rattle her really early on, you know? I want to be able to talk to her a bit first, so I'm just going to go in kind of as last time. I won't skip much of her dialogue because I'm looking for stuff here.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
Ah, mon ami. We dance this dance once more.
Hypnotizing. Don't let it fool.
Very dangerous, yes. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Did you, has your arm healed yet? How's your arm? You doing all right?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She was kind of holding on to her arm a bit there, but I think she did that the first time. I don't think that's anything different.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone?
Well, let me tell you, lad, I've seen her pull some fucking expressions that would freeze your blood.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Unfortunately for you, I'm a free agent, and slightly rebellious.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Probably not. I figured with a free hand, you'd probably be able to do it. Well, let's chat a bit, you know?
Okay.
Why would we not chat? So we've asked these things before, I don't know if we need to do them again, but we didn't get to ask, what are you going to do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of that. A lot of, and I'm like, could you just give me a truthful answer just once?
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Which is not entirely false, I don't think. Although she even addresses it herself last time, where she was like, I'm not just going to sit here and try and come up with answers that I think you want. And I'm like, that's fair.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
What I'm looking for is some sincerity. I just want to, I don't know. I just want something.
It's not like you'd believe me.
Well, try me. Well, I'll go through some of these options just so that they've been done. All right, let's cut to the chase. Apparently, I'm supposed to kill you. I wanted to see you for myself, and I still don't know.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
You seemed to take great pleasure in hurting me last time.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Now, I have a current theory that I want to posit, right? Just quickly stop for a moment just to talk to you guys a little bit about what I think. I think she responds to your behavior. I think her entire personality forms around how you treat her. I think if you're initially aggressive, she probably turns aggressive, and if you're nice, then she's nice. I don't know if it's necessarily her playing a game as much as the entity that she is responds to how it's treated. I don't know. There's nothing to back that up. It's pure theory, but I'm getting that impression.
That's How long has she been locked away?
Because if she is just malevolent, then there is absolutely no reason to ever explore the option of letting her out of her chains, because surely she'll just kill you instantly. No, I think there's more to it than that.
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Nah, but I got a pretty good idea. There was a bunch of hair. I don't know. I was still hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
And by the way, I am pretty much sure this is going to go the same way, but because we're back at chapter 1, I want to try and set up what we were doing last time and kind of continue from that. Because the voice of paranoia, which you shouldn't necessarily listen to, is very interesting, and I'm wondering how it would influence these conversations, if it'll add new dialogue and stuff.
I believe her.
Like new options for me to respond with. That's what I want.
How to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
True, but what about you? You could do
At
it.
the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Yeah, and you just stated that you don't trust me.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Nope.
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Yeah, but what I'm really looking for is a reason to trust you, and you haven't given me one.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
Yeah, just because I want to know stuff.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me.
Which now makes a lot more sense since we just had that dialogue line.
This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
It's true, it's true.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
It's a bit grubby, you know, if you've lived in Britain, you'd be like, you know what, this place isn't really worth saving.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Probably, but not confirmed. I won't kill you, but I can't. What if I just stayed and kept you company?
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
It sure does, doesn't it?
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
I'm not sure if that's true.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Okay, now last time I responded to this very poorly.
But if you don't,
It's because of that face.
I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
It's the face and the red dialogue made me respond very poorly.
Make a choice.
Alright, I don't actually have that many options. Okay. Alright, let's just do it the same way again.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
A lot of my motivation here was to kind of go through this same procedure again. Not just because I want to set up what we did before, but also wanted to see if there were any ways I could change it other than making the staunch decision between get the blade or let her out, or try and let her out.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
I can try.
Fine. Turn your back on me.
Slip these chains. She has to be bluffing, but you rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
I'm ready to dance.
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
Something like that.
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
It strikes me how quickly she was able to get herself out of the chain as well, when she felt like she needed to or wanted to. Which is what leads me to believe that...
Where the princess sat only a moment ago. Is
She-
it just me?
It's what leads me to believe that she does respond to how she's treated, because if she was capable of doing this, she would have already done it. I mean, sure, you know, no one wants to take their own arm off, but I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we can start over?
Oh, you coward.
I just want to chat.
No, I don't think we can.
To be fair, I wasn't expecting to be able
Why
to.
don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Is it a GameCube? Oh, wow, that removes my ability to go back upstairs. Okay, all right, let's finish this then.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her.
What form will she take this time?
Where is she?
The hair is happening now as well. Oh, and close the door. It's just you and me now in a boss
Close the
fight.
door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
I think you locked it. All right, look. Ma'am, what we're going to do here, right, is you're going to throw out some easily telegraphed attacks, and I'm going to do some dodge rolls, so let's just get this over with.
I can wait. I'm very patient.
I think you're waiting for me to interact with the arm. Wait.
You do your best to patiently wait her out.
I don't think passivity is the way to go. I really don't. I don't think that's like a good move. I don't know if there is a good move to win, but I don't think passivity is the way to go. But I like to try it out, you know, a little bit of patient defense. Get advantage on defense rolls.
But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in. Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
That's fucking true. Why on earth would we even be thinking about falling asleep? Like, yeah, I know you can get tired and all that, but adrenaline is a thing.
You wait for as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant. But you can't outwait someone who's been waiting for as long as she remembers.
I suspect this will lead to a very similar outcome.
You barely even realize that you've started to drift off.
I wonder if that's her influence as well, right? Because there is no fucking way that you would just drift off to sleep down there. I don't care how tired you are. That's absurd.
Pain tears you from your sleep. The princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh, unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and digging into organs.
It was a pretty poor move on my part in retrospect.
There's nothing to be done. You're already half gone.
Floppy, her arm isn't in this shot.
It can't just end like this, right?
I'm pretty sure it can, bruv.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
I think I preferred it when she shut off my organs.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Again. The beast. Oh, okay. So it's different. All right.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Is a princess.
You're here to slay her.
But she's gonna kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice.
I have.
You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
You're wrong on like 4 accounts in that one sentence.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Well, it's too late now.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
Voice of the hunted.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Well, actually, the hair will trap me. It's very interesting because I thought that we were basically heading towards the nightmare again, but even the way you fail is resulting in divergences in the story, which is fascinating. Every action, not every action, but a lot of actions seem to have significant repercussions.
All the more reason to keep our wits about us, should we even return to the cabin. We could find a safe little hole somewhere instead.
Like a little rabbit, and hide in there, and then the princess will just, I don't know, rot, even though she will break out eventually.
You have to go to the cabin. If you don't slay the princess, she's going to end the world, which you're always going to be a part of, even if you're cowering in a hole. There's no escaping your responsibility here.
Yeah, but I think I'd rather get hit by Armageddon than eaten. Alright, let's go. I kind of wanted to explore the turning back thing and then waking up instead of accepting the thought, but I'd actually rather crack on and just see what's going on with the princess.
A warning before you go any further.
Oh yeah? That's new.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Are you sure? You're starting to sound like a jilted ex, bruv.
Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
I fucking doubt it.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
So Voice of the Hunted kind of leans more towards instinct, but it leans more towards the instinct of prey. This is prey instinct specifically. Let's just hide in a hole somewhere. Do we even have to go in? It's not a good voice to have in our head, actually, because we are ostensibly in this context not the prey, we are the predator. We're going there to kill her. But anyone with 2 eyes and ears can tell that that's not the situation at all.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
I'll listen to you if you tell me more.
Maybe.
The Voice of the Hunted is very Yi Sang. Proceed into the cabin. Alright. I'm just gonna go down there and talk again. Fuck it. I want to see if it changes.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
The only furniture of note? What about the mirror?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
I think you're wrong.
There's definitely a mirror.
That's a mirror.
There isn't.
There is.
What a strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it. Much like he hasn't seen what's already happened.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna look at the mirror and she's gonna jump out of it and kill me, but I do want to see how handsome I am.
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important.
Preening is never a waste of time, my friend.
Or it's dangerous.
Both.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Not only are you shady, but you're fucking useless as well. We can keep talking. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different.
Very different.
I wonder why. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
I don't know, man. My scattered organs tell a different story.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Not really. I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Because the dynamic is shifting a little bit now, and I think being able to address the princess from a position of some power might be helpful. But let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
It's a mirror.
This really isn't funny.
I don't like your jokes. Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Why am I a beast?
But it was there a second ago.
It was. But my arm is actually of more concern.
And now it's gone.
It is gone. Okay, well, we're going in then. Shows what the fuck I know about anything.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
Indeed.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Oh, I imagine.
She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
That's not good. You're already a bit more aggressive than you were initially.
Almost feral.
Yeah, a little bit.
Impatient. Or maybe eager.
Probably.
You carefully make your way down the stairs.
We're not even going to do dialogue this time.
The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
It's straight up just a fucking jungle down here. Because this is leaning more into the idea of her being a predator.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
Which is not good. That was a
See
tail.
only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her.
She's turned into an animorph.
Remember, she's just a princess.
Fuck off.
She's certainly not just a princess.
Eat a dick. She's just a princess. Yeah. Alright.
You're not helping.
Neither are you.
It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does.
True.
Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
Spooky.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified.
True.
I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
Also true.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright.
Dialogue, perhaps? Could we converse?
The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
I do believe the voice of the hunted for what it's worth. Oh no. No, hang on a minute. Where?
Anywhere.
Anywhere. Do you hear that clinking? We're in chains. She's in chains again. We're fine.
We're not. Move. There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger.
That's really annoying because I was exploring the dialogue options, but my response was going to be a standstill. A show of strength, as it were. Moving, retreating would be submissive, which would cause her attack.
She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured.
Naturally.
I guess that's it then, isn't it?
At least it was quick.
Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it.
What do you mean this isn't it? Oh, we were dead.
You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
That's unfortunate. You don't want to be swallowed whole.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
I still have a dagger, you know. Oh, I thought right click might give you an option. It doesn't.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me.
Oh.
You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
Uh-huh.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
I'm guessing the dagger would do nothing for us to carve our way out of here.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
So the princess remembers. That's interesting.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her.
Don't feel like we're just going to have an overly elaborate death sequence. There might be something we can do.
Her chains. She's loose.
I mean, I kind of gathered that.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Such is the nature of anyone stuck in a time loop, really, isn't it?
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards. The distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
Why don't we stab it?
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison.
So there's a process going on.
I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Ah, smart, I see.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here?
I doubt it somehow, but, you know, when you're stuck, you try anything.
Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something.
It is a bit weird that we've just sat here and let this happen.
You still have that steel claw. Tear through her before we are her. Survive.
Yeah.
Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves. If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least deny her that.
That's true.
That is a bad thing to do.
Well, yeah, the voice of self-preservation would say that. Can you talk to the cabin?
I understand it, and it understands me. Talking is for those who don't know how to listen.
Good point. But you sure do talk a lot, don't you? So what does that say?
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
Oh, no good.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this.
I fucking doubt it.
We are drowning in death. There's no more space for words.
I appreciate stuff like that when the game's like, hey, no more talk. You can talk again and probably die, or... Screw you.
In an act of spiteful defiance, you pull your weapon to your throat, your shaking, ulcerous hand clenched tight around its hilt. And then you draw it across your bubbling veins.
Yeah, I win?
Your blood flows out, filling the tiny space inside the princess. You start to fade. A waste of a good life.
I'll get over it.
It's better than giving in to her.
True.
But in the end, the opinions of stray voices mean little in the grand scheme of things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
See, I was really under the assumption they'd be like, okay, you go down there and it's the same each time, but you have different thoughts, ideas, perspectives, and knowledge of how things happened previously, so you explore your options that way. I didn't realize it would be entirely fucking different depending on what happens in the first loop. That's fucking interesting. Chapter 3, The Wild. We're progressing. Ooh.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge.
So I've been told.
His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
So are we the literal trees?
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that?
Do you not even know what the princess sounds like?
That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
On this run, like twice.
I think this is our third?
Pretty sure.
That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be.
Thank you for your brilliant powers of deduction, sir. Would you care to provide some more information?
Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
I might have stabbed myself.
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped.
Uh-huh.
He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
It's an interesting situation because I'm sat here and I'm like trying to put together a thought or an idea about it and I've got absolutely nothing. I have no clue. I am completely lost.
Shut up. The rest of you talk. What happened? What did you do?
You can argue with the princess if you want. I ain't gonna fucking do it.
We're part of her because she consumed us. Can she hear us if we talk?
That's true. I haven't said anything yet.
I can hear everything, little one. But you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
Well, that's nice. I appreciate that.
It shouldn't count as her eating us if we offed ourselves.
What? How did the voice... I guess I did stubbornly kill myself in an act of spite, didn't I? Yeah, fair enough.
We're still here, though. And if we're safe, isn't that better?
It is nice, I agree, but it also seems very wrong.
I guess this is fine. Doesn't feel half bad. Miles better than being dissolved, anyway.
I know, right? I could get used to it.
She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
Well, you can say convinced yourself that you're stuck together, but it does appear to be the situation, doesn't it? If we are to attend to what's left of reality, it appears to be this.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
I can feel something, and it's not the acid dissolving me anymore. This thing watching us, what is he?
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you.
You're doing a lot of fucking watching, mate. I don't know if you've noticed.
That's not an answer to our question.
It sure isn't. He's really good at doing that, which is not answering questions.
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
Well, it's mostly just been me being torn apart, so, you know.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
I don't know, I'm leaning more towards the princess. She seems pretty alright, and you're just nagging me.
He wants us to kill each other.
True.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together.
Well, I'm not in it with you, am I?
She's the only one who poses a threat to the world.
Is she?
She's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
Do I? Why are you being nice to me? You're a monster and you ate me.
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the fear and the hunger and the pain. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
I'm just asking a question, you know?
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
I mean, I get that I'm probably being manipulated, but at the same time, I'm already like a hybrid tree person with princess person now. May as well just roll with it, I suppose.
I can feel a thumping, a heartbeat.
Ooms.
Like a distant terror that keeps getting louder the more we pay attention.
Huh.
Please, stop. If you let it in, you'll fall apart.
Oh.
Don't look at it!
Look at what?
Hold yourself together. We're no strangers to effort. We can push this back down. Something might do us in eventually, but I'll be damned if that something is a thought.
Yeah, I don't get paid to do a bunch of thinking. I'm here to play a stupid video game. It's not a stupid video game. Yeah, I'm gonna bury it. Fuck it.
No, you can't bury that feeling. You can't hide from your past.
What do you know?
The past doesn't have to exist. Our freedom is within us. We just have to find it.
You leave the past behind and move on. Turn inward and find your freedom. Yeah, I embrace my transformation.
Fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
I don't know, can I?
We can change to fill them together.
That'd be nice.
We don't need to be everywhere. We just need to test the boundaries.
I don't know, I don't get it.
You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same.
You have so many questions to answer, mate.
What is he going on about? What does he know about us?
Quite a lot, apparently. More than me.
He can't make us quit, no matter how much he tries. He knows that talking's all he can do. Of course he's gonna try and confuse us.
That's the thing to keep in mind, isn't it? Talking's all he can do. The princess can do a lot more, as we've seen multiple times. When she killed me. A lot.
You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
Well, that's the key thing, isn't it? I have no idea what I'm doing.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
I like the sound of that. There is a place you need to be. You just need to find it.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you.
Can the narrator, to some degree, dictate how events go? Like he does say earlier on, like, all I do is state the facts. But can he decide what is and isn't a fact? Can he alter things? Does he have some ability to do so? All he can do is talk, but when he's the narrator and he sets the scene, what does that mean?
This place will fall apart before you find its end.
Hey man, I'm gonna give it a go.
This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible.
He sounds quite upset. I think I should keep doing it.
All he has are words, and words aren't real. We're real.
Yeah, idiot, you're not even real.
All the more reason to keep trying. Come on, we aren't tired yet.
I like the voice of the stubborn. I think he's right.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
Hey, trusting you is basically trusting myself by this point. We're the same thing, aren't we? I trust you. Find the way out. Not that I have an option.
You won't find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
Surprisingly noble, which raises further questions. But you do find something. It's cold and smooth and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness flattening against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this right now.
This is how the world ends. The world ends differently depending on the path you take. In this one, we're just like nature. We're just like a forest that just grows and grows and grows and grows and grows and consumes the world. This is the thing. Every single one is a different way in which the world ends. Unless you manage to kill her, I guess. But even that probably leads to something like, I don't know, she possesses you or she reanimates or something. Like, I think I'm starting to get it.
I think it's too late for that, mate.
Yeah, we're kind of there, aren't we?
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
Yeah. Goodbye, world.
No, stop!
But his pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world at the place you need to be.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
Oh?
It's beautiful.
I have no idea what I'm looking at. It looks like, if the Aurora Borealis was green. It is green. You know what I mean?
We need to be there. We won't be safe until we are. We won't be whole.
This was all of us, fighting as one.
I suppose so. And then it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
It's the hair. The hair is back. But you never get the chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you, replaced by something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
I don't know. Are we still a tree or are we a person now?
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Many questions. The narrator is gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
If so, that's pretty hype in the grand scheme of things, that we did that.
It hasn't ended. We're still here.
Yeah, but imagine the terror of that. The world has ended, but you're still here. Oof.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
I know the voice of the stubborn is not a good voice to follow, but I like him. I like the cut of his jib. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
All right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
A horrible mirror.
It's like it's mocking us.
Ah, fucking mirror.
Let's just stay still.
I don't like that. That's boring. I am supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
I don't think I have a lot of choices, mate.
That thing reeks of death.
Of course it does.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Is that true? Well, I have no choices.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
I physically can't do anything else, bruv. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Yes, it's probably how we go back to chapter 1. In some form. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you! Damn, that's very different from when I was playing in Stars in Time. That's a very different It's You. I'm some kind of beast man. Old Kazrak One Eye is on the loose. It's me, Toddy. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. I'm not sure that's true. Approach her. Hello, ma'am. You look different. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between. I don't even begin to understand. This is going far over my head.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
I'm nothing but. A lot of stuff going on here. You're that thing I met in the space outside the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream. Is it referring to when I attempted to leave? And all the hair happened?
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
Don't worry, I'm very easily frightened. It's okay. So what are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
More of a concept, I suppose. Solitary lights? What do you mean? I'm gonna ask so many fucking questions. This is gonna be the least funny series I've ever done, because it's just gonna be me listening and reading and being like, oh yeah, this is the stuff I want to see.
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Some kind of entity, a consciousness, perhaps this wood, as it were, surrounding the princess's cabin, is its own entity. I don't think this is the princess as such. It's a similar voice, but I don't think so. There's so many questions. And as usual, every question leads to more questions. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
Can you specify?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Uh-huh. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
Okay. An avatar, is what you're saying, basically. I'm a potential avatar for you.
This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart.
So you've inhabited the princess?
Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
What did she yearn for? Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I don't know, we're both a bit different now, aren't we? Can you let her out? Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
It makes me think of the Heart of Darkness in Darkest Dungeon of all things.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Significantly less malevolent, I suppose, or at least outwardly. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
But you knew the princess.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Uh-huh. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay, maybe we can work together on this front. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
They exist, okay. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Kind of like what we were a few minutes ago. Now, it's not clear. Were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I don't particularly appreciate having the game tell me I'm speaking in circles. It's literally what everyone's done since I got here. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Suppose we gotta.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Okay.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. Do all the endings. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Okay, but are you going to reshape and remold? You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean? How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Considering how bad my memory is, that's distinctly possible. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
Unfinished. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Huh. Well, I'm not doing it.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
That's exactly what I was expecting, honestly. Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone.
True.
I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished.
You got me, yeah.
What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Look, lady, it's a bit soon for sentimental gifts, don't you think?
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
You're never going to just shelve it and leave it be. You're always going to want to know what it means and what it could be. Oh, the game fucking closed. I see. Right. Please tell me you saved. Please tell me there's some kind of autosave. I would end the episode there, but fuck it, I'm too interested. We're going longer today. Episode 1 was just a bit of an introduction.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Yeah. I never left your side. AMD software, fuck off. Attempts to outweigh your destiny. Alright, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I mean, I will.
You won't.
I will. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess bring the networked wild to her.
You're on a path
Okay.
in the woods.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in for the
Make your way
nightmare.
up the short path.
I know how to do it. Yeah, well, I'm retrieving the blade. Goodbye. Wait, why? Let's finish this. I didn't mean to do that.
Your eyes dart to the corner.
I guess I'll investigate the arm then.
As you step towards the severed limb, you hear the pattering of feet behind you, soft against the basement floor, then loud and desperate against the stairs.
Ah, she tricked me.
You turn to chase after the princess, but she's fast and has too much of a lead.
So does the world just end?
She slams the door behind her before you can make it to the top of the stairs. The lock clicks into place.
And what does that mean for us?
No!
No!
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think we both know that I can't trust you to let me stay free.
I mean, you're not wrong. This does actually feel entirely justified.
With those parting words, the princess walks away, her quiet footsteps eventually fading as she leaves you and the cabin to rot. You're stuck here, alone.
That's interesting, because what did I do that was different? Maybe skipping dialogue also skips some of the... Maybe I need to be a bit more careful. Maybe I can't really be doing that.
It can't just end like this, right?
Oh, but it can.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
It's over.
You don't know how much time passes before the end, but eventually it comes.
Glad we got to skip it.
The world ends, and you end with it.
So the world does end. The witch! We accidentally got an entirely different outcome!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I've noticed that my hand is very similar to the beast.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
A mere princess.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Voice of the opportunist.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Not that it fucking matters.
Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Oh, indeed. That's definitely a good idea. Yep. Okay.
A warning before you go any further.
Uh-huh.
She will lie.
Yep.
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
So the voice of the opportunist just fucking lies the whole time? To the cabin. Let's see what it looks like this time.
The interior
Ooh.
of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Indeed, indeed.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Uh-huh. Fuck it.
No blade. Hope you know what you're getting us into.
Oh, I've got it, mate. Don't worry about it.
It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
I've got it down pat. Don't fucking sweat it. No worries.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Very appealing.
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
Oh, I feel it. I feel it. We're not leaving this place.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Oh, yes. It's not as if she likes being here.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Oh, boy.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty at all. I'm a delightful man. Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
Yeah, I forgot that she would.
She must have you confused with someone else.
Oh, totally, bruv, yeah.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Bruv, exactly what I'm thinking.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is.
I don't know, bruv. She needs to give it a good try. Really sit down and hash out some topics. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud.
Me too.
I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion.
Yeah.
Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Exactly.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
I love hearing myself talk. I do it every fucking day.
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
Says who? You? Some guy drinking tea in his office?
Fine. You're the boss.
Yep. Hello, ma'am?
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
She's gonna kill me again.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
She is chained.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
So this plays into last time, I guess, where we were kind of being nice, but not really.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
We do.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
I feel like that was astoundingly obvious, sir.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out?
Ha!
Call it deductive reasoning.
Well, you know, when a point hits you over the head enough times, you might get it.
Well, you seem to be great at it.
Yes, the flatterer.
So, you really don't remember us, do you?
Can we not have this conversation while she's right there?
No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true.
You have no idea how much this is the case.
I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us?
No, it's in front of us.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
But she's a witch. She's gonna cast a spell and I'll die.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
I think she is far more capable of talking us in circles than we are her. But I also came down here with no dagger, so...
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
I don't have a dagger. What do you want?
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
You don't know me. Little cat mouth. Fun. First of all, hey, I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Yeah, it's a good opener, right? You start with an apology.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
Thank you.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Well, hang on a minute. There's a lot of options here. There's a lot of options. Let me go through them, okay? So, get the sense you're not happy with me, duh. I didn't do shit to you last time. You're the one who locked me away until I died. Yeah, but we went and got a knife to kill her, so... not entirely accurate. I died last time, you didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you. Looking at it from a purely fresh perspective, I died last time because I went and got a knife to kill her, and she slipped past me. She outwitted me. But I'm the one who made an overtly offensive move, as it were. She threatened me, sure, but I'm the one who went and got a weapon. Look, I know. Things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. I don't know if that... So we're at an impasse. Neither of us are going to get anywhere if we can't trust each other, unless you want to fight, but I don't want to fight. We are at an impasse, ma'am.
Just because I'll never trust you doesn't mean I won't use you to get what I want.
Fair.
The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am.
Okay.
If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
Apparently. Now, last time we came to this impasse, you ate me. So, maybe something a little less final this time. I get the sense you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Unfortunately, jokes are all I have. I hate to explore this option, but can't you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
Mm-hmm.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
I mean, yeah.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
It's not a surprise by this point, bruv.
A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
Damn right.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Well, the thing is, technically she won't. She needs us to leave. She's said this multiple times. The solution would be to not come here. So why do I get the nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
No, it's because you hate me, and it's because you hate me.
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
I would also be anxious about such a thing, I would. But this is a lose-lose decision because the game is clearly laying it on thick to be like, hey, if she will absolutely stab you in the back if you help her out. But on the other hand, even if she doesn't, surely the world will just end, so what does it matter?
She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember?
I guess so.
Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back.
Which is kind of a distinction without a difference if the world ends, but sure.
I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but you could very well symbolically do the same thing.
Even if it's not intentional.
See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
No one's number one here. However... Alright, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
Let's go. I trust you wholeheartedly. It's the cat smile, what can I say? It just engenders trust.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
Hey, I didn't bring the knife, so... Hello, ma'am.
She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
What's it like to have a tail? Because you didn't have one before. That must be weird.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
And the voice of the opportunist is going to be like, get her now.
After you, darling. You're the one that lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Sure.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
You gotta be willing to make that step. You gotta be willing to go out on a limb to show trust.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here.
Exactly.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
I think it's the only option.
Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
See? True.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Well, last time, did she not say this is about trust? Okay, if you stab me in the back, it's fucking whatever.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
Oh, ma'am, I'm flattered, truly.
That's exactly what I'm worried about.
Keep your eyes above the waistband, though. I'm not here as a piece of meat.
You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like.
Probably.
You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous.
Exactly, he's dictating events. Or our perspective of them, specifically.
I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you.
Yeah, but I don't know that you're right, so fuck you.
Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her.
I cannot stress enough that her attacking us doesn't help her.
No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
Then we face forward.
But
it's
the princess
fine.
is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
I bet it will, though.
You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you?
Oh yeah, I would appreciate if the voice of the hero would stop jinxing shit. I'm going through with this thinking, yeah, she's gonna kill me, but I'm gonna be a cool person and I'm going to be trustworthy.
Why did you just say that? I think we know why.
We know exactly why.
You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight.
I mean, to be fair, the game laid it on pretty fucking thick that this was gonna happen.
Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop.
You're completely and utterly crippled, basically, and she finishes you off.
The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact.
It was in her nature.
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up.
See, I quite like playing this because I like to examine the situations and I really like to see what's going on and see all the mind games involved, but I'm not entirely interested in trying to play them. It's not a game that I want to outsmart. I know that sounds weird, but I'm not trying to outsmart the game. I want to see where it goes. I want to see what's going on. I just want to see stuff and find out more. I could have tried to be really smart about this. I even tried to play it a little bit, where I was like, you know what, I'm just going to play it completely straight. The game punished me for it, which is what I wanted. In a sense, I would have been happy with either outcome, whether she turns on us or if we walk out together. I want to see and I want to know. It's much more liberating, I find, to play this game, not trying to outfox it.
Wait, why won't we be getting up?
Well, something did pop.
I'm afraid your back is broken.
Oh, wow.
One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several.
That is unfortunate.
You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
It's pretty shit, mate. I'm gonna be honest.
We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that?
She was the witch.
It's what I would have done.
True.
Have you considered not being like that?
It's a bit late now, isn't it?
Of course not. It's what keeps us alive.
It's true.
And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
It was a show of good faith. I didn't even bring a knife with me. I could have. We could have gotten out of here if we just trusted each other.
You should have known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you.
Hey, come on now. I look pretty good today, all right? My fucking beast man hands are coming in.
By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
Maybe the way to do it would have been to bring the knife down and then... Well, she doesn't even know that the knife is upstairs. Well, maybe she does. I don't know. I don't think that's a factor.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back.
Yeah, I saw that coming a fucking million miles away, and I bet she would have too. Or she would have walked through the door, seen the knife on the table, grabbed it, and turned around and been like, all right, let's dance. And I'd have been like, I'm already a really shit fighter, and now I don't have a weapon.
And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us.
Definitely not, wow, that's worryingly predictable. I'm sure she'd see it coming.
And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back.
Alas, that is how it's turned out, bruv.
There's just one problem with that.
Yeah.
And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first.
Yep.
Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it?
I knew it was doomed from the start.
The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
Oh, did she hurt herself as well?
Ho ho ho! So she's as bad as us.
Does that mean we're both just stuck here, paralyzed?
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
It's a little bit funny because you turned on me. If I had turned on you and you'd gotten the upper hand, it would be less funny, but you attacked me, so it's quite amusing.
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
At least she'll remember this.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
I mean, you already know I'm crippled, it's whatever.
Wait, are we both just stuck here?
That's pretty grim.
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
Holy shit, I accidentally saved the world. That's exactly how I do it in real life.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Yeah, well, maybe you'll die and it'll be funny.
Is that really what's going to happen?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
I don't know, the hair's coming in. He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Probably.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape.
Because we saved the world?
I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Man, you really fucked this up, didn't you? You really fucked this up. Oh. The hands. Yes. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It is time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Nah, bruv, I know the drill.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
We have to go speak to our friend again. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
I mean, I am basically wiping you from this existence.
But if he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
Too bad. It's not the end, and whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
My sweet baby boys, don't worry about it. We're in this together.
Finally. We're going places.
No, we're going to the same fucking place. Approach the mirror. So we do mutate the same way each time. Or we always look like this, I'm not sure. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone. Once again, the mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The bloat, you've grown! You're becoming some kind of horrible monster. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Hello, you are at the cabin. You're different this time. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
I technically won this time. Alright, we'll call it a draw.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Uh-huh. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met, thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Mm-hmm. I think I'll let you destroy the world. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection.
Uh-huh.
Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
The question is, why am I mutating into a horrible monster, though? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
Are we making a god?
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed.
Interesting.
But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me.
Okay.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Interesting, interesting. What do you want me to bring next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
True, true.
Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Huh. Did you give me like one straight answer though? Because I still barely understand the concepts being presented to me.
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
True, true, true. I'm choosing to do it.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Yeah, but I really like words. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now. Inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
So is that why I couldn't do the nightmare again? How many vessels do you need?
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Guess we gotta do this dance again.
The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry.
Suppose it is, yeah. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is hope marred by bitterness and betrayal. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous heart.
That's good.
Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
Well, she did kill me. Kinda. I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Cool, cool.
We will meet again.
Oh, I'm sure. Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the witch to her. Okay. And we're back.
That's the spirit.
Oh, yes. I want to try for the nightmare.
You make your way up
Surely
the
I
short
can.
path. We're not gonna go. Ignore.
Because I ended that one prematurely, didn't I? So surely I can give it another go. Ah, I'm not even allowed to do it anymore. Okay, so we're locked out of the nightmare. That's interesting. Or maybe we'd have to find a different path. Maybe, I think we've just... interesting, okay. Alright, let's get you out of here.
You can't be serious.
I'm already doing it, bruv. I had no other choices.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this, I promise.
Yeah, we'll see about that, won't we?
You're making a huge mistake.
I fucking bet.
No. I think you're doing the right thing.
I fucking doubt it.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Which is an interesting dynamic because she can free herself. She knows how.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
I doubt it.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
So what options do we have? I could cut your arm off, but you seem pretty good at doing that yourself. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Perhaps. Maybe.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Yeah, I was wondering if we were going to get to that.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Because it's pretty easy for her by this point.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Possibly.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Ah, now she's going to get really angry because we fucked up.
Is someone else here?
It's just what the door does. Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Oh.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Oh. Princess, hey, bad news.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Yeah, well, I didn't. Maybe you shouldn't have locked the door.
Easier for whom?
I don't think he actually did it, but still.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
It's a bit of a mess.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
I think they did, yeah.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
And we know she changes when she gets agitated.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Sure, let's do it.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
I mean, I respect it.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
Did the knife just show up in the basement or something?
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Nope.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh, I'm going full fucking trust this time. Save the princess. Yeah, because if you tried to kill her, this would lead to the witch, I'm guessing. Let's do it.
Fine.
Yeah, get fucked.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
I don't like the eyes, they bother me. I think she's gonna go for the jugular.
You cut into her flesh.
Not fun.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Hey, we did it. Don't kill me.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
They sure do.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Yeah, she's quite strong.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Hey, we did it. We're good. You're definitely not gonna kill me, right? We're gonna make our way out.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Are you gonna suplex me down the stairs like the last one did?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's go. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
You closed the door and threw the knife down here.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh, it takes control.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
He literally said before, like, hey, I just say what happens. I just state the facts. No, he does straight up influence events.
Watch me.
Ooh.
What are you doing?
Can we not do this? No! Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Oh, I'll resist it at any point.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
It's extra dire with my incredibly fucked up arm.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Yeah, fuck you. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No, I'm keeping it down here in the corner, nice and safe.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance,
I'm very
the
stubborn.
princess takes a cautious step forward.
Ooh.
We both know this isn't you.
It's true. This is an interesting one.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I would rather die in my stubbornness than succeed doing what you say. Fuck you. She's gonna stab
I'm
us, isn't
sorry.
she? Oh, yeah.
I'll try to be quick.
Yeah.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Well, what's she supposed to do? We keep trying to kill her because you keep taking control. She has to do self-defense.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
It's okay, I'm used to it.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Yeah, we can.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Yeah, but you know. It's whatever.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I think you're exaggerating the pain we're feeling out of spite.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Evidently, no. I guess we're a good practice target.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
And thus.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, lass, you've done worse to me.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
I think it is literally a case of her responding to how you treat her. I think the narrator has something to do with it. I think the narrator warps her depending on what decisions you choose. It makes me wonder if you just went in there and stabbed her immediately, you'd be successful. But I also don't think the narrator even wants you to succeed. I don't know, it's strange.
It can't just end like this, right?
It really can. She stabbed us more times than Caesar.
Oh, that's rich coming from you.
Ah,
As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
what do you mean you can't deny the reality of what's happened? You literally influenced our decision.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Bye, princess. The damsel. This will be different somehow.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Uh-huh.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Again. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time.
You're gonna make me do shit.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Yes, must go save our beloved.
Our beloved?
That's where we are now.
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
I might.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love. The four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
congratulations on your poly relationship with a person with like 3 personalities. And also, he's actually pretty good at he's actually pretty good at making assassination attempts happen. We almost killed her last time.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Yeah.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Isn't it true, though?
A warning. She will lie. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Look, I know this is gonna go horribly poorly, but I'm absolutely gonna play it straight. Fuck it, I want to see what happens.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Pretty sure.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
I should say I'm playing it straight in the sense of I'm gonna try and help her probably, or at least chat, but I might not go down this line of thinking, eh?
Sure,
Bit creepy.
Yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
True.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Oh, I'll try. To the cabin. What's it gonna look like this time? Pleasant? Horrible? Pleasantly horrible?
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This one's gonna go especially dark, I can tell. Well, let's go in. I never take the fucking knife down here. I really should, but I
The door
don't.
to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
I wonder if we'll go down there and she'll just be like, no, I don't want to leave. I'm perfectly fine down here.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Oh, yes, quite indeed. Mm-hmm.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
There is, in fact, 'tis
Her
I.
voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Settle down, simp boy.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Correct.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Probably, but what of it? Hello,
You
ma'am.
walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
True, true.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
This shall liberate you from this dark, dank, yet surprisingly well-furnished basement.
You know she can't hear you, right?
Trying to get me to say it.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
My spirit, my passion.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
True, true.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Oh yes, you do remember.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
I do believe she suffered some eyesight damage in the last escape.
And she called us a hero.
Okay, so she's doing a good job appealing to you two, which makes me think she is going to kill us.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Evidently.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
I've been here so many times.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
True.
Well, she killed us.
True.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
In that very, very, very specific context, true. But in every other context, less so.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Ah, fuck that.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset.
Or did it?
Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Yeah, but those worlds sucked. Who needs them? What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Yeah, but like there was a bit between that. But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Not as such.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Mm-hmm.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
It's not. You're both stupid. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
Cool, good. Glad we established that. No one would lie to me.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
I believe this iteration of her might be.
Not so sure.
It's hard to say, isn't it? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
Yeah, but it revealed a lot of your nature, didn't it?
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Thank you, ma'am.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
I would like to remind you that last time she literally started tearing into her arm with her teeth and didn't even flinch, or even make any kind of acknowledgement of pain.
That's because she's perfect.
Oh, that must be it.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Maybe.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Except for like the 6 others we've dealt with.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
And yet, she's been driven to violence many times before. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
That's nice.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
I do believe this one's being like, oh, she's ever so delicate, and then she murders you, but we'll see.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Maybe we can.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
You see, the problem with you, the hero, is that you're so obsessed with the concept of self-preservation. It's quaint, really. So very, very, very quaint. I am the only one who truly knows. None of this matters, so I may as well do whatever the fuck I want.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Alright, let's get out of it.
No, I can't let you do that. If you
Again
take
with
another
this.
step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
You gonna do that?
I would if you had a weapon.
Yeah, well, I don't.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
That's a fun idea. We now have a failsafe button. I don't know what good it'll do, but we have it.
You wouldn't.
Try me, bitch.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Yeah, but fuck it. I have no... Oh, wow,
You
cool.
approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Beauty and the Beast.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
It's what's happened.
I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
The moment the chain comes off, she's gonna fucking savage us.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's nothing. I only wish I hadn't tried the first time, you know?
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
And then she buries her teeth into your neck.
If only you had a weapon. One slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved.
Yeah, but I can have a nice loop for a change potentially, and that's what I want.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Yeah, for real.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Exactly. It's like that one run in Stars and Time. Everything's gonna be fine. Because everything's nice.
What do we do now?
Attempts to leave, I suppose. We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next.
That sounds perfect.
I don't know.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
How lovely.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Damn fucking right.
I like to think that you do, actually.
Well, what do you know? You're just a voice.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
Yeah, you know, the world's gonna end. There's no need being a bitch.
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Alas, what can facts and logic do in the face of true love?
You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Look, it's a good ending. Everyone's thrilled. What's the problem?
And what happens after we walk up the stairs?
Yeah, what indeed?
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
That's not surprising, even slightly.
That's a familiar move.
Yep.
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
That's true. We didn't leave last time either.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
I'm pretty sure that's what's supposed to happen.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Is it, though?
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Love moves fast. What can I say?
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
But it's funny and fun.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech.
Ugh.
And
Nothing happens, obviously.
the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
You cannot defeat true love, my good man. This is simply not possible. Channeling every game I've played where I played as a knight, this is where we are.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
All we needed was love.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Mate, give it up. You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
You've given me no reason to be in any way sympathetic towards you, narrator, which means, of course, by the end of this, it will actually be incredibly tragic, and it's like, oh shit, we should have listened to him. But first impressions mean a lot, you know, and I asked you questions, and you told me to stop fucking around, so look where we are now.
You know, if her walking out that door is really gonna end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone.
That's silly.
That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Our happy ending that we earned. All we need is to be happy as each other. What if we just stayed here and built a life together?
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the world.
Her eyes got very big.
All we need is each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it?
Bruv, it's all about the tone. You got to sell it with passion and deep voices and over-pronunciation.
Did you suggest that? I wasn't listening.
Ah.
You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
I mean, there's no point pressing the point. If she says no, then that's that.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love? Are we not enough for her?
Man, the voice of the smitten turned quick.
She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a solution. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Exactly that. It's like the choice you can make. Well, like the first choice I made, actually, where I turned to her and was like, well, what if you stayed here and I came and visited you every now and then? And I immediately said, that's a compromise that's not realistic. It would never happen. It won't work. It's not an answer. It's a non-answer. You're right. We're leaving.
Okay.
I'm so glad we could have this talk, my love.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
What did you want?
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you?
Yep.
You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin.
Oh, it's so romantic. I'm going to cry.
And then you step outside.
Yep.
A happy ending at last.
And then the world violently ends. See the hair?
Did it. What should we do now?
Now I have to offer you up to the vessel.
Where did everything go?
Uh-huh.
Where did he go?
I don't care.
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
They're so very big and round, and so are her eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Not as such.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Alas, my darling, I never finished that seamstress course. There come the hands. Another one down, another one down, another one bites the dust. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Oh, don't worry, bro. I know where she is.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
What fascinates me, I suppose, is once we finished bringing vessels to the thingy, for lack of a better term, what are we going to create? What is the outcome of that? What are we making? That interests me. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
I'm afraid it isn't.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
I was admonished for preening, so now no one else gets to do it, I'm afraid. Very sorry. The voices feel small and distant as you approach. Gaze. What do we look like now? You need to see what's in it. The decay, you've withered. Yeah. What's the deal? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh, yes, you're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
So what does this mean for us?
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
I'm also changing as well, for what it's worth. Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
It's just a hive mind of princesses.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Are we taking the different iterations of the princesses we meet to form a full personality? Are like these different iterations of the princess very singular? How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Anything can be improved with good contouring. Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Nah, I stopped resenting the princess around the witch. The witch was when I was like, okay, alright, yeah, nah, I'm definitely more on your side than the narrator. Because it showed that there was more to it than just absolute violence. Like, the nightmare and the beast made me think, okay, right, well, she's just a monster. It was the witch where I was like, nah, there's more going on. To both what this is and what she can be, even before she gets here. The witch, yes, was still malevolent. The witch betrayed us, but she had complexities, layers. There was more to her than just a desire for violence. There was a desire for self-preservation, fear, mistrust, hope. They mentioned hope in there as well. That's what made it interesting. That's when I was like, okay, I'm working with the princess then, fuck it. And it also gave me the ability to kind of discard my sense of self-preservation when making decisions and instead just picking things that I found interesting, which I get. Unfortunately, it's probably me playing it a bit too straight, which compared to a lot of other creators probably comes across as a little dull because they probably push the envelope a bit more, but this is just what I find more interesting about it. And it also feels weird to do them in a more... It doesn't feel right to pick decisions that I don't feel like I would pick. I'm not saying every decision I've picked is the action I would take in real life. I can't remember all the ones I've done today. But it allows me to invest myself in the situation more. Now, it all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here. And the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
They're very interesting. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Well, I didn't intentionally mold it to be that. I was just trying to help. I was like, what if we do a nice run?
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
It was a fun one. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me.
I suspect we are engineering the end of reality or something, but the process is fucking cool.
I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
I suppose it is a love story, isn't it? How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
I think we're getting close. You still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Huh. So you have no preferences on how you'd like to grow or change?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Okay, well, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
I really should stop now, but I don't want to. Everything goes dark and you die. A gentle heart, bring the damsel to her. And we're back. I guess it's violence next, isn't it? I mean, I've never brought the dagger down there, so it'd be interesting to see how she changes if I do.
The interior of the blade.
I feel like I've explored all the options without the blade, so now it's time for the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Notice that the music immediately stops. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Hello, ma'am.
Who's there?
It's literally based on intent and action and what you do. She changes so dramatically if you get the dagger or if you don't. She changes so dramatically if you free her or if you attempt to deceive her. She's not inherently evil and she's not inherently good. There is no standard form of the princess. We may be creating that, I suppose, by putting all of these pieces together. But the moment her demeanor is immediately based on what you do.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Probably.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
It makes me believe that taking the dagger probably opens up a shit ton of other paths depending on how this goes. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Interesting.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She eyes us with contempt.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Probably.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Maybe. Well, I'm going to go with my original approach, purely because that's what I kind of decided on how I'd be. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
Ah.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
That's dead wrong, but okay.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
True. Alright, ma'am, we'll play it. We'll play it that way. It's fine.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clack.
Excuse me, I didn't tremble, okay?
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Mm-hmm.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Unarmed and incredibly dashing.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Probably.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
True. Okay, well, with you with this different mindset and different way of being, what's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Narrator, we're so far past that point, mate. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Fair.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Yeah, but I just love chatting so much. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Why not?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Maybe.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Have you now?
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Nope, and like 8 loops in, they still haven't told me. So what are you going to do if I let you out?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
It's also meaningless because she'll never truly get out.
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful.
Interesting.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
True.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Yeah.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
I don't care about any of that shit. I'd just be like, hey, are you gonna get out and end the world? Cause I can't. Better if you didn't.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
True, very little in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, I like to hear it.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
Oh, we love blind trust.
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust.
So how would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I don't know, could give it a go.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
It's true.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
So are these going to be like the same initial end outcomes, but because of a different dynamic, it will result in a variety of different other iterations? Or is this just some different dialogue, but we're trying to get the outcome we haven't gotten yet, which is the immediate attempts to directly kill her?
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
Cheers, bruv. Trust me, I've seen it. It's weird.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
I mean, has the game decided what I'm going to do with you is the question?
You know why you're here.
I don't know. I'm here to have fun. I bet in this one, you examine the chains and whatever, and she's like, cool, thanks. Then she picks up the dagger and stabs you to death. And she is distrustful, wary, defensive. Having said that, I would like to slay them just once, just to see what it's like. But we'll save that for last, yeah? I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
That's right, narrator, we're doing this again.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Yeah, this only goes one way.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
And then you get the knife and stab me?
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Oh, I dare say. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
It's whatever.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
It's whatever. Arms, who even needs them? Always been a lefty anyway.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Yeah, for real.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Yeah.
Is someone else here?
I'll try the door.
Try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Of course it is.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Or until she slays me, which has always been the outcome. Okay.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Yeah, but I'm just such a fickle, funny little guy. I just don't feel like it.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yup.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Oh, okay.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I mean, it's gonna be pretty grim, but, it's worth doing.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
And do the thing.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick
She
work.
just rips her arm off.
Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
She's pretty strong.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Gotta hand it to you, that was pretty impressive.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
She's like, I can grow as many arms as I want. It doesn't bother me.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Aye. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Okay, so we're doing this again.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Uh-huh.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
And yet...
Watch me.
Oh. Warn her.
Stop that.
Too late.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
I like this princess. She's quick.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
She's probably gonna like break her arm, take the blade, and then like cut our throat instantly. Like the last one where she like kind of fumbles it, this one will be quick and clean. Or not clean, but efficient, or at the very least proficient. Yeah, resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
Because she has no real softness or attachment to us, so she's not gonna hesitate to put us down because we're a threat.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Hey, at least she sees that. That's nice.
I'll make this quick.
Hey, thanks. It's better than last time.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Thanks, ma'am.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Oh, you'll see me very soon, as it turns out.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Called it.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Yep.
This is the end, isn't it?
Nah, man, it's just a flesh wound. Walk it off. It's all good.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
I liked the similarity yet change. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. The prisoner. So she'll probably be a bit more... I don't know, will she be more hard-boiled in this one or softer? I'm wise to your tricks.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
So I imagine this will be quite similar to the damsel.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, and as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large?
Nah.
I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago. She will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
He's a disembodied voice. He can't physically do it.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Yeah. Well, we're probably going to need the blade to cut her out this time anyway, because she's not going to be like the damsel.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
It is a prison.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Yep.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yep. However, as I typically do, I'm not going to take the blade.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Oh my god, is it railroading me? Is the video game railroading me? Oh, 2 out of 10 garbage.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner.
A purely hypothetical and likely accurate manner.
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
Turns it against you. She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world.
I think this iteration of the princess will be... Because there's all variations to some extent off... Well, it's not all, but often it's some variation on like survival instinct, right? And ours also reflects that. The skeptic, the hunted, the stubborn and all that. With the damsel and the smitten being like the only exception to that rule I can currently think of. I might be forgetting others. A complete lack of trust and does anything she can to escape, which will include plying the knife in your neck while you're not looking.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
I'm interested to see how it turns out. And I guess it was a big idea.
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
Ah!
Wonderful. You do exactly that, sweeping the blade from the table before proceeding to the basement.
I dare say.
Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
True, but it's a statement of intent.
No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
Moving on.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
If only such a thing were possible.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Mm-hmm.
Does she remember us?
Probably.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
What, are we gonna have to carve out a fucking torso to take with us?
Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Yeah.
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
You'd think.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Indeed.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Certainly. I'm well on board. Okay, let's have a chat.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Fair. To be fair, in her memory, the last thing she did was slit my throat, and now I'm back again, so she's probably like, hold up. I did that because you were trying to kill me. You know?
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sure. Sit where you're told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
What a question. Lots of things to talk about. What happened after I died last time?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in.
Good.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Uh-huh.
And now you're back.
I am.
Is that really all she knows?
Probably. It lines up with every other iteration we've seen.
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
Call me a skeptic, I'll doubt you all the same.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
I have an idea.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this.
Yeah, it's almost as if we've been here before, you dumb fuck.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Oh, now it's complicated. It's not complicated, trust me.
It's complicated things. How exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
There's no such thing as heroically slaying the princess, but go on.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Oh, so it is an established thing. I mean, he kind of hinted at it before, but confirmed now.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else. I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Uh-huh.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
Hey, it's the thing I said in the first video.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even.
I don't know about that.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Fair. That is actually an interesting psychological dilemma.
That's pathetic.
And also pathetic.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right?
I don't feel very lucky.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Right.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
Mate, I'm already adrift. I'm just playing this for the outcomes now. It's gone far beyond what you could have hoped for.
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
Ironic that the last outcome I'm going for is to slay the princess, yes?
I won't.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Yeah, but I do it a lot. So you were asking me about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
And how do you feel about that?
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
No, I don't think she is.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
I mean, she survived an amputation.
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
You're full of shit, shut your mouth.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
So how much can you survive? How am I supposed to cut you out if you didn't notice your head is in a shackle too?
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
Ah, boy.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
Maybe she is.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Perhaps.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Sure, but if she is truly as chained to the wall as it appears, having a dagger wouldn't make much of a difference. She's still wildly limited in her mobility. And this version of her doesn't seem to have the same kind of, supernatural powers.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
True. But she'll do more interesting shit than I will, that's for fucking sure.
So, what should we do?
Give her a knife.
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
I appreciate that.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Yeah, maybe.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
Yeah, for you.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Who can truly say? Except for me, I can truly say. Not really, actually. I have a chain on the wall. Who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
That seems like a terrible idea.
Maybe it'll fit.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
It would be pretty funny, though. I'm gonna look at it.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Ah, come on now.
Why is that?
What do you know?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Yeah, but it's not going to lock me unless it does, which you could tell me right now that it would do that automatically, but you're not telling me that for no reason, so clearly it's fine.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it will.
You do know.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
I don't know about that. That's a bit silly.
What if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am. Good. Forget you ever saw it.
Now I'm gonna give her the
Nice
knife.
try, but I won't. Specifically because you told me to.
Literally the only reason, disregarding any kind of logic or rhyme or reason. You told me not to look at it, now I want to look at it. Okay, here's the knife.
Slide it over.
You got it.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess.
Ah,
Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
are you railroading me?
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right? Oh, Rory tried to take over, buddy.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
Damn.
A little.
A little bit.
I think you got your point across. Fine.
Yeah, the point is, do what I want, regardless how stupid it is.
You slide the blade across the floor.
Cool.
The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
I hope that she twirls it in her hand, grips it by the blade, throws it, and it hits us directly in the face. It'd be the best thing ever.
Thanks.
Go on, throw the knife. It'd be really cool.
She pulls up her hair,
Oh.
smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat.
Yep, she's going for it.
What is she doing?
She's, it's a new weight loss program, actually, as it turns out.
She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
Yep. She's dropping about 120 pounds.
No.
Yes. I guess we're in it now. Content warning for those watching, I suppose, but I think you gathered way before this point.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck.
She's fucking going for it.
I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
I think this provides us with a lot of context, which is, you can't kill her. She's way too powerful.
Huh.
So that's her play.
Yep.
Killing herself?
This won't kill her. She wouldn't do it if it killed her.
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches.
That was probably quite unpleasant.
There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink.
Did she actually do our job for us?
Her head twists slowly to the
Ooh.
side, flopping to her
Ooh.
shoulder, and her neck opens.
Damn.
The remaining
Ooh.
tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
You right, ma'am?
Oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
What do you mean, what did we do? She asked for the blade. We gave it to her. And I know, in real life, in many situations, if they're like, yeah, give me the blade and I'll fucking cut myself out. No. You're dealing with real human people there. That's fucking different. There is logic and value and reason to deny such an item to a person who may use it for a less than ideal purpose, especially on themselves. But the princess is not that. The princess is something different entirely.
The princess's eyes stare up at you, dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
I don't think we did.
So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I fucking doubt it.
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please?
She's gonna start talking soon.
Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Uh-huh.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
I think he understands to some degree that this hasn't killed her.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
Why?
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
Hey guys, I slew the princess. Come along, ma'am.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
We need proof of the kill so that we can get rewarded.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
That's because she's still alive, bruv.
She didn't. She's dead.
I don't think so.
But what if she's not?
Well, we're about to find out, aren't we?
Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
Okay. Leave the cabin and claim your reward.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Except not really.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
What do you mean?
Well played.
Free a prisoner. I did it.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already...
It's already...
over? Is he gone?
Yep, the hair's coming back.
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
It's kinda hard to say by this point.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you.
Look, ma'am, I'm nothing if not sharp as a tack. We all know this
So,
about me.
This is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Goodbye. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Sorry, lads. I gotta take this next step on my own. What do we look like now? The remains. You've unraveled. You've unraveled. What does that mean? What does that mean? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Goathead?
There's
Oh,
a
no.
world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
We sure are, and yet here we actually are. Will doing this get us there, though?
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is there anything out there now? There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
That's the thing, of course, is I'm struggling to figure out what she is, but I'm also struggling more to figure out what we are. What's the deal? Are we the same kind of entity? Our other thoughts brought up the thought previously where they were like, does she hear voices like this as well and act upon them or refuse them accordingly? Are we both the same kind of entity? I don't think so. We're not absorbing vessels. Do you think anything is real out there? Do you think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
I see the point. An absence requires the presence of something in order to be an absence. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I have no fucking clue where he is, and he can influence me to extreme degrees, so that's concerning. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have some answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Each side is going to tell us that the other side is awful, sure. How many more vessels do you need?
1.
Ooh.
Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me.
Ooh.
I will be singular. A final multitude.
The multitude tightens its hold. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Okay, I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Fascinating.
I will be here, waiting for you.
I think it's going to be way less pleasant than we're perhaps being led to believe. Everything goes dark and you die. Well, we have one outcome left that I'm aware of. Okay, yeah, you called me. I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
Oh?
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is.
Let's just go in.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
It's time to do it.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
I probably should be, yeah.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
She's gonna fuck us up so bad.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I mean, the previous loop indicates that I probably can't.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
True.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Alright, narrator-chan. I'm gonna go straight with what he says. Let's see if he's smart enough to lead me through this.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Well then, okay then. Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Really? That's surprising. We didn't hesitate.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
God, we're hopeless.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
I love that she's super fucking strong. That's awesome.
Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
I dare say.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
And I am very much been led to believe by this point that she is significantly more durable than us.
We can still turn this around.
I fucking doubt it. Flee and lock her in the basement, which would lead to what we were doing. Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
I really like that she's a fighter. Or at least in this iteration she is.
Excuse me?
Yeah, we're gonna die.
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Yeah, the fight didn't go great.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
But alas, I am a warrior and shan't be dropped so easily.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
I should point out that this is nothing to be proud of. We got almost entirely bodied by an unarmed opponent. Now, granted, she is definitely a lot stronger than a normal human, but still pretty embarrassing.
Oh.
Oh, indeed.
The two of you fall to the floor.
Call it a draw?
This was fun.
Yeah, we should do it again sometime.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder,
Why do you look so fucking weird, dude?
do you really think this is the end?
God, no.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The adversary. Oh, tell me we have like a proper combat situation. Like a duel.
You're on a path
I want a
in
duel.
the woods.
But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. So why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill
Oh,
you.
for God's sake.
People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Can't we just stand here and be like, mate, this is the contingency. This is a second attempt. And yeah.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe you know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Interesting, voice of the stubborn again. So sometimes you get the same voice across different things.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Yeah, we gotta go fight and win. Let's go. I'm ready for a scrap. Dark Souls boss
boy.
fight.
She will lie.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Because we're gonna go in there and it's gonna be like, do you kill her while she's chained up, or do you unchain her and have a proper fight? And that will be the whole thing. I bet.
Are you sure about that?
Oh.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
Yeah, some advice that doesn't go anywhere and is unhelpful.
The princess will do and say,
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Let's do combat. Proceed into the cabin. What if they replace the dagger with a sword? That'd be cool. We're gonna lean in. Come on, let's lean in.
the cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Yes! Single combat.
The blade is your...
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It...
Let's go in.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Nah, this is her combat arena.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Yes.
Is that another challenger?
Yes.
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Yes, I don't even care if we lose. This is gonna be hype.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Yes.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Yeah.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Nah, I'm here for a good fight. Fuck everything else. Let's do this.
As you descend
Oh,
the final
she's cool.
step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
She's absolutely going to body us, though, because if this form of her is more tuned towards single combat, she will absolutely destroy us.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
And probably will.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
I know, right?
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
It's gonna be a fight.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Let's do this. I hope you heard all of that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened.
What's that? Oh, that whole deja vu situation. Yes, it does seem like you and the princess remember each other, so let's say for a moment that I do believe you.
You're absolutely full of crap and I hate you.
For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
That's why I'm telling you.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Indeed, so for the purposes of perhaps, preserving your world, you might want to start spitting some facts, bruv. So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
If I had a penny for every time I've been told that, I'd be a wealthy, wealthy man.
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
I mean, I'll chat for a bit, but we'll fight. You're different.
You look exactly the same.
Which is concerning. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
Cool, good, okay.
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Eternal combat.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yes. I'm not fighting a giant demon lady, lame. Okay, let's do it then.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
She is absolutely going to body us.
Here we go. Let's make this count.
We are going to get so fucked up.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
Yeah.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood.
First blood, we've already won. Oh.
But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
Our character could really do with a quick lesson in ducking and weaving.
You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact.
Well, we're boned.
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Because we took one hit and went down. She was looking for a fight. All we did was one slash. And she hit us once and we're down.
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you?
Do I not?
That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me.
Oh.
It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart.
Should I have come down here without my knife then and fought you with my fists? Would that have been better?
You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point?
And we probably wouldn't win anyway.
So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Big fight time.
Let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
Oh yeah, we're going for it.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Is it though?
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
I mean, we've established previously that she doesn't really bleed out, so... I am going to try and use speed though, because she's clearly way fucking stronger than us.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This
weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
I don't think we could do that after she shattered our ribs, but you know, we can try.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Yeah, she's like straight up stronger than us.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Yeah, it kind of is that way now, isn't it?
The princess's arm
Ouch.
shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
She doesn't even have cuts anymore.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
Hey, I tried. I gave her a proper fight.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yup. Chapter 3, The Eye of the Needle. So what's this one going to be like?
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
I tried.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
I don't know about that. I think this time I need to go all in.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive.
Right, I hear ya. We weren't off base with our idea, it's just we needed a better arena.
Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
Yes, but this version of the princess isn't interested in guile. She wants combat.
Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning?
He's like, I'll never tell.
Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
And we never will meet again.
It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through.
Yes.
It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
Yeah, me neither, but we've been there. We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods. It's like her influence is poured out into the world.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further.
This is the only time I'm doing what he wants because it is straight up a combat situation.
Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too? Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
A final boss fight. Now, what happens next? It seems like all our answers are in the cabin, so we might as well see it through. Let's do this.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
Yeah, I know what to do.
No last advice for us? No words of warning?
You got any combat tips, narrator man?
What I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
God, I wish you'd realised that sooner.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
Alas, here we are.
Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us. Something to chase.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight. More of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall. A pristine blade perched on its edge.
A weapon for 4 glorious combat.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
And we're going to do this right.
We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there.
I agree.
Take it. You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I don't think we could take her unarmed.
Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
Indeed. Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You do see it, right?
I see a mirror, bruv.
All we see is a damned mirror. It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
Yeah. I'm gonna wipe it clean.
You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Task failed successfully. Let's do this.
Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face.
Oh no.
There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort.
How are we gonna lure her outside like this?
The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Combat time!
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
I can with the right strategy.
Goda, rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
That is true, technically, but also scary, potentially. Hey, if you want to fight, how about you come get one?
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
Yeah, but we both know you can break those chains, so what's the deal?
Those chains were nothing to her last time. They'll be nothing to her this time. But we need to show ourselves first to make her boil over.
Against my bad judgment, I'm gonna listen to the voice of the hunted on this.
Fine by me.
Alright. Let's go. How big is she this time?
But down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you.
I don't believe we're gonna be able to climb out of here quicker than she'd be able to get to us. But we can try.
But every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
Hello, hello.
Her face widens into a broad grin.
Cool, good. Hey, Karlak, how's it going?
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh, break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
Okay.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run.
Cool, good. That's not terrifying at all.
I really don't like the sound of this.
Yeah.
It's the only way we live.
True.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
What can I say? I prefer ladies who take the initiative. If you want a good fight, if you really want to see me at my best, we need somewhere with more space.
The princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you?
I want to fight.
You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Hey, I beat you the first time. We're actually 1-for-1 at the moment, technically.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
Cool, we should already be running.
Run.
Yeah, time to run.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
As you're near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
I dare say.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Cool, good, that's what I wanted.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
It is concerning.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
I just need a better arena, you know? I can't dodge roll down there.
Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're nearly there.
We're almost there.
Nearly there.
Think about almost. We're there when we're there.
True.
And we'll take the fight with us.
Yes.
Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass.
It's time for combat. Fucking hell.
Back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
Yeah, I'll try.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Ma'am, I'm flattered.
Do it.
Do
Be
it.
swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
This is all well and good, but if we're not quick, like if we're just not physically capable of it, we're fucked anyway. Slay the princess.
You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Being sneaky.
Charging me head on. Brave and foolish.
Did I need to talk a bit more?
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash.
Are we going to be smart about it, or did I accidentally pick the wrong thing?
That's where you're both wrong. Left, now.
Do that.
As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly.
Haha!
Strike.
Now.
Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again.
Say a thigh wound is especially bad.
Right.
Right?
You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh.
But we scored another good hit.
It's nothing. A scratch.
Sure.
Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
I'll be damned.
We're actually gonna pull this off, aren't we?
I think we're gonna do it.
You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yeah.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
This is how the last loop had to go.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again.
It's proper combat.
She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady.
Time's coming.
More! Keep going, we can't stop now!
Gotta end it.
You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground.
And there's no way we're moving her. We're small and pathetic.
Nothing. These blows are nothing to us.
I don't know about that.
But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
Telling you lads, there's no better weapon than a knife. The knife rules.
You've outplayed me, haven't you?
Maybe I have, because the hair is coming in.
Something feels wrong. Something.
Different.
And? Then what happens?
Not much. The hands. Lure a hulking foe to advantageous terrain and win. I slayed the princess. Yeah, that's how that word's said. Sorry, lads. I'm off. Yeah, well, you know. I probably won't see you guys again, but it was a good time. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Ooh. No reflection. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Oh yeah, you see that? We're a crow now? Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Ah. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Ah, look, there's eyes, there's many eyes, crow eyes. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
A fair few, bruv, a fair few. God, there is a lot of fucking options. I'm in it for it. So what are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him.
Huh.
Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Fucking tons. Others like you. You've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design.
But why?
This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
But for what purpose?
But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
And why? I have no theories. Do you have anything to say for yourself, for all this hubris?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Mm-hmm. Well, we may as well lean into full villain, I suppose. We are actually engineering not just the end of the world, but maybe the end of all existence. After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Uh-huh. There's not much left to do by this point. Let's start asking more pertinent questions, because there's not many of him left. So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied...
You told them to?
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial.
Maybe they were.
I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant.
It certainly seemed that way.
For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really?
Were. Past tense. They're gone now.
Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Oh, yeah? So if you made me, then what am I?
You're the Long Quiet.
Ah.
The god I made to rid the world of death.
You made me? That's a stupid thing to do. That is the dumbest thing not dumb in sense of this story sucks. No. In terms of a character's decisions, this is the dumbest thing I've ever read. Why the fuck would you do that? I don't want to be a god, I want to be me.
You are you. And if you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
So why the princess?
Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
Unfortunately, as much as we all find it unpleasant and distasteful, death is kind of necessary. Where's the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
She's the change god. She's literally the change god.
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you.
Okay.
Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
They were pretty bad at it, mate. I've got to be honest. Run out of questions. I think you're out of time.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Sorry, bruv. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. Oh boy. Bring the Eye of the Needle to her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. That's a lot of princesses. Princess-I? Prince-I? Oh, wow.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
This is true. Do go on.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I have many more questions. I've missed you too. Whatever that means in this context. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and impatiently waits for you to continue. Do you know about the Echo? Did you hear our last conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Because of all the mounds of princesses shifting, I guess. So what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
I am more of a reactionary fellow, I'll admit.
When the Echo spun us from one into two,
He
gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Okay.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's a lot to talk about. There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Uh-huh. Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts.
Uh-huh.
If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
There's been a lot of strife and conflict. Well, let's sort this through. I still have so many questions. I need answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic.
True.
But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
I mean, hang on a minute.
Crush you. I bleed you. I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back.
So this was the one we just did.
You run, but you do not run away. You take me somewhere new. Somewhere we can dance like we used to. but I could not follow your steps.
I was very swift and speedy, if you remember.
There was no better gift for me than the gift of defeat. You showed me how much more I could be.
This is pretty cool.
We made each other better. To have no challenges to fade into nothing. A life without obstacles is no life at all.
That's damn fucking true. I remember the moment of my victory. As soon as you entered my domain, I destroyed you. Address this festival statement directly. What? Why is that glowing red? What does that mean? I like that. I guess I'll go for it.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you.
True.
Reflection everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever.
Is this when I did a big murder? Oh yeah, this one.
And we chose to trust each other for no reason than the sake of believing in something that wasn't us.
True.
Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom.
We did.
Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray?
Address this festival statement directly, sure? I don't want to keep anyone still.
Nor should you. Nor should I. Our purpose is to be and to experience. And their purpose is the same.
You know, change God stuff.
That cold fire has left your eyes. Are you finally willing to listen?
I feel like this all kind of came out of fucking nowhere, because I was like, yo, let's talk. And then she was like, okay, combat. And I'm like, huh?
Your left arm drives a stake into your body. And another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
It was very sincere, I do remember that. I guess addressed directly? That feeling never left me.
Then there's no need for you to fight with me now. Whenever you're ready, we can move together. Hand in loving hand.
I keep forgetting there's no wrong decisions. I started looking at it as like, I need to win this argument. I'm like, no, just pick what you think is right and just go with it. That's it. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Now, I want to keep this going though. I don't want to cut this short. I want to keep talking.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
I'm not opposed to things going her way in this respect, but I want to talk about it.
Behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves.
Yeah, I tried to play it straight. It didn't work out that way.
But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
I'd like to see what I become tomorrow. With time, we could have been better.
And there is always time.
I know I'm pretty much agreeing with her statements, but that's because I believe that there does need to be change and an end. Yeah, that one really confused me. I had no idea what was going on with that one.
Where did you end and I began? When you felt what it was to be me, we held on to each other, pierced the veil of truth. Will you abandon that curiosity now that we are no longer joined in physicality?
Still want to know what's out there. Because that was a fascinating one with all the trees and stuff. It's gotten to the point where I keep forgetting to talk now because I'm so enraptured in what's going on. And I'm also confused, like wildly confused. This is beyond anything I've ever attempted to engage with before. I don't know where she's taking this conversation, but I'm content to just follow it without worrying too much about what each decision means. Just what I feel. I still want to know what's out there.
Then leave with me, and we will see it all together.
If I get through the end of this conversation, she's like, you haven't convinced me, I'll be like, alright, fine. That's okay. More talking.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
I wonder if we'll just start repeating them until we get the quote-unquote right responses, though. It'd be a bit of a shame, but I'd understand it. As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't.
But that is true, is it not?
There is no constant. There is no center.
Things are always in flux, things are always changing. The world grows, evolves, adapts, as do the people and living things in it.
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Ah. Which hero are you?
I'm all of them, I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Logical. You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here.
Thanks, man.
She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence.
Uh-huh.
There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
And what will that do?
It's time to resume our dance.
I just need a minute to chill, if you don't mind.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Yep.
Then let's go.
Let's do it. Oh. Huh. That's interesting.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
A little bit, kinda. If you look out the windows, it is just naked princesses, basically.
Do you need me to describe things?
Yes, I'd like that, for old time's sake.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows.
True, true.
There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gone.
And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
True. Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it here?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
That's what happens. Good riddance, fuck him.
Yeah. He really put us through hell, didn't he?
Should I take the blade? Nah.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far.
Mate, my judgment has resulted in us getting bodied 90 times over, but I think it is time for us to get bodied 91 times over. Plus, I'm trying to make a point. I feel like bringing a weapon invalidates it. If I'm confident in my position, I should be able to just present it, surely. It doesn't have to be a physical fight.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Yeah, it was earlier this week for me. God, it feels like it was weeks ago.
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us.
It's been a hell of a fucking journey.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Let's have a chat. One last time. We begun this attempting to chat, and we'll end it attempting to chat. Hello, ma'am.
There you are.
You look just like you did when we first met. Let's talk for a bit. Maybe we can figure this out.
Yeah. Sit with her. There's a lot to talk about. So good to finally see you again.
Yeah, I missed you so much. Not that we've ever really been apart, but still. It feels like it's been so long. Like this is some sort of a big reunion.
Kinda. I'm sorry for all the times I did I hurt you and stuff. You got me a few good times though as well.
Don't apologize. The first time we met, I ate you.
That's true.
I'm really sorry about that. And I also think that it kind of outweighs anything you did to me.
You did eat me, I remember that. It was pretty funny.
We both let things get a little out of hand. But we don't have to let that stop us from being who we want to be.
That was my point going into this now. It's like, we should take the blade just in case. And I'm like, I've been saying this the whole time, at least sporadically perhaps, but I have been saying it the whole time. The blade is a statement of intent. Taking the blade down there with you is a statement. And we have established, perhaps it's not the case now, because the princess is fully formed, as it were. All of her pieces have come together. But the princess responds to how she's treated, which is not that unnatural mindset. It's just hers is drawn more to a more exaggerated and, let's be fair, fictionally appropriate to present way, in which it is an extremely hyperized version of acts the way she's treated. I still feel like that'd be the case now. It's worth coming down here with no weapon and a desire to talk, and it will go that way. If it actually will, I don't know. In fact, it probably won't, but I feel like the intent is important, and that's why I've come down here with no weapon.
You know, when she puts it like that...
Yeah. I don't think I want to be a god.
Me neither. It's so big. It's so much responsibility. And at the end of the day, it just feels like waking up in another basement. It's something we never asked for, trapping us somewhere we never wanted to be.
When it comes down to it, these two gods are just people, really. Same fears, same concerns, same flaws. Are you the same you as out there?
I am she as much as she is me. And all of us are both everything and also not everything.
Brilliant, cool. I definitely understand that.
I had you there for a second, didn't I?
You did.
I think I'm different from her, and I'm happy I'm different.
Good. I like that.
I think being her would mean I'd lose a lot of myself along the way. I think I'd have to lose the parts of you that matter to me.
So which princess are you? You look like you did the first time we met. Is this the real you?
I'm the princess. The one you've been spending all this time with. I know I've changed a few times, but so have you.
Yeah, no kidding.
And you're still real to me.
True. So now that we're here at the end of everything, can you finally tell me your name?
I don't have one, and I think I like it better that way. But you can call me Princess, if you want.
I will.
You know, you never told me your name.
I don't think I have one either.
Then I guess I'll call you Quiet.
Oh, that's sweet.
Not Hero? Oh well, Quiet will do. That's always been us, hasn't it?
It's always been me. I don't know about you fucking voices, you never shut up. None of this was ever really fair for either of us, was it?
I don't know. We made it to the other side. And we found each other. I think that means all of the bad was worth it.
Sure. So what do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
I don't know. I don't think it's fair to judge her. It must be so lonely, thinking that she's everything that matters in the world. Thinking that she's the only one with all the answers.
I never thought about it like that. That does sound lonely, doesn't it?
A sort of a self-imposed isolation stemming from the perceived size and weight of the role and decisions you have to make. What if we just leave?
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
I have no fucking clue, but we can try. That's really sweet. I've always wanted to leave with you, but I didn't like being a god. I want to walk through that cabin door as we are, just you and me.
I want that too.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
I would appreciate that, bruv. Thank you. You gonna be okay alone?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
Alright, man. See you later. Hands clasped together, you and the princess leave the basement behind for the final time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel her hand tremble in yours. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with her.
Come on, princess. It's just a door.
It's just a door. We've knocked down a ton of them.
Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
Absolutely new. Are you ready?
Yeah, as ready as I'll ever be.
And what happens next? Whatever it is, you'll face it together. Slay the princess! Damn. Jonathan Sims, tell you what, did a banging job. And Nicole Goodnight did a really banging job on the voice acting. That was really good. I feel like the game is wasted on me a little bit. Because a lot of the concepts, like towards the end of each act, and especially in regards to the shifting mound, and especially at the end there, just flew so far over my head. Like, I just didn't know what to say a lot of the time, because I was like, my brain was just trying to wrap itself around it, and it was so far beyond really a lot of any of the philosophy I've really dealt with before. Like, I'm not the kind of person to sit here and be like, okay, I'll make up some bullshit that sounds smart, because I don't know, it feels dishonest, and that's not satisfying. I don't see the point in pretending to be smarter than I actually am. But it was fascinating, it was interesting, it was very cool, and there was a lot more to it than I expected. I don't know what I was expecting the twist, the gimmick as it were, to be here, but this damn sure wasn't what I was expecting. Very interesting. Very cool. Kinda sad we didn't get to see the nightmare though. Hey, Lila Haxire, I see you there. I see you there. I see you. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. Is this the good ending? I guess not, because, you know, thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. And now that you've finished the full story for the first time, you've also unlocked the gallery. You can access it from the main and in-game menus under the Memories tab, and it's full of clues that will help you find undiscovered vessels and interactions. Happy hunting. If I check memories... yeah, there's quite a few memories I didn't get. Softness cornered turns to viciousness, offering one hand while concealing the other. Fear locked away in the basement of your mind. Song we write in our blood. There are a lot of vessels I didn't get. I'll tell you what, lads, I've been going for, I think it's approaching 4 or 5 hours now, because I was quite transfixed. And I sat here just kind of going through it. I'm not going to make any big statements yet. And I'm not going to start the poll or anything like that. And I'm not going to announce this as the proper finale, but I want to know, is there a proper reason to be like, okay, now do everything? Because, don't get me wrong, it's a good game, and like I'm sure a lot of these vessels are cool and interesting and stuff, but I'm just not a completionist. I have an experience with a game, and I'm like, cool, I played the game, I enjoyed it, and I often find that pushing myself to find everything in it makes me bored. like extremely bored. So what I'm asking, I suppose, is, and I don't want the response from you to be because you just want to see me do everything. I want a genuine, honest answer here. Is there a reason to go through all the vessels? Like, what does that bring? Does it bring anything? Because if so, then cool, we can give it a bit more. But if not, I would be comfortable being like, okay, that was my Slay the Princess experience, and it was enjoyable. It's like in Stars in Time. There are a few more things I could do in that, but I don't feel the need to burrow and scrape through the entire game to find everything. If you're like, nah, trust me, Foreman, there is something here that is worth seeing. Like, there are some big things that are worth seeing, not just horror scenes or anything like that, but cool, very, very big, interesting things worth seeing. Fair enough. I'm not sat here trying to say like, oh, clearly all these vessels are only going to be mildly interesting, but I don't want to go through all of these and do all of them and then just sat here and be like, cool, well, I just did them all and that's it. I would want it to lead to something. I want there to be a reason to go through it all. For a lot of people, that secret hunting is worth it, and that's totally cool, but for me, I don't know, I'm just not that kind of guy. But I will say, I don't want to talk about all of that and that alone. This was a very interesting experience. Very interesting. And, like, it did a great job of making me feel emotionally invested as well. It was, like I said, around about the time we finished interacting with the witch. That's not the witch. There's the witch. Yeah, around about the time we finished interacting with the witch that I started to become more emotionally invested, where I was like, okay, I'm starting to see more of this character and what she's about and what she's like. And it was really interesting to me. And yeah, the princess is ridiculously well, like, written and fleshed out and acted. She's a super good character. I really appreciate it. I will say at this point, just in case this is the end, I don't think it gripped. This isn't necessarily a comparison made directly that is fair to make. It's only because I just finished that and now I've quote unquote finished this. It definitely didn't grip me the same way in Stars in Time did, but it is very good. Stars in Time still remains my favorite monochromatic time loop game by a fairly wide margin, but that's not speaking to any failure of this game. It's speaking to how much I loved in Stars in Time. I can't think of a failure in this game in the sense that it is exactly what it is. Its limitations, or any that you could perceive, stem from the fact that it is essentially a visual novel, which means it would be unfair to sit here and go, oh, there wasn't much gameplay. Of course not. It's a fucking visual novel, basically. Like, it's a choose-your-own-adventure with horror elements. I don't perceive any failings in how this is presented or my ability to interact with it. The only thing I could say, and it purely stems from my own, I don't know what the term would be, limitations, perhaps, is that some of it just went too far over my head. I think some of the abstract concepts are too abstract. Like, I get the withholding of information, certainly, and, like, divulging information slowly and surely over time. But in many cases, I think it was just, for me, this is purely for me, not a proper critique, it was just a little too out there sometimes, and I was like, I barely understand what you're talking about. And then it's like, make a decision, and I'm like, about what? What am I responding to? What decision am I making? Even at the end there, at the end of everything, talking to the shifting mound, I was like, we're having an argument, a fight as it were, and I'm like, I didn't say at the time because I didn't want to appear foolish and I thought I might get a more concrete explanation soon, but I was sat there like, I don't quite understand what we're fighting over. Because the idea seemed to be, hey, you have the power to stop death from happening, and she has death within her. I initially thought, like, okay, we're fighting over whether death should exist or not, and I was like, well, yes, death is a part of life. It's change. It's, you know, you have the yin and the yang. You know that concept. The light and the dark. The this and that. The two opposites that are necessary to exist with each other. Like, I got that. But then towards the end, it was like, oh, you're going to destroy an entire world, and I'm like, oh, that is a thing. Oh, that is what we're doing. Yeah, I know the narrator said that. But the narrator said that in regards to the individual vessels we were fighting, not the shifting mound until, like, at the end. My point is that there was so much abstract stuff that I just got confused. And I fully accept that as my own failing, 100%. That is the only thing I could say is a personal complaint about it, but it's not a complaint. It's just me being like, it was a bit too much for me and I couldn't figure it out. That's on me. It's whatever. The game overall is fantastic. I really liked it. That was very enjoyable. There is a reason I sat here for 5 hours. and went through it. And that's because I really liked it. But that ending was so nice. Well, it's gonna piss people off, I know, I'm sorry. But the ending was so nice and so final that I don't feel the need to then continue scrabbling at the game to see who else is in there. It's just like within Stars in Time. I was so happy with the ending that I was like, I don't need to go back. I had my experience. But I will listen to opinions. I will listen to your opinions. I'll listen to your opinions, your inputs, your comments, and we'll go from there. But I promise absolutely nothing, because I'm quite happy with the experience I just had. It was very enjoyable. But let me know what you think. But friends, one of the weirdest endings to a series I've ever done, if it even is the ending of the series. I'm all over the place because I've been doing this for 6 hours, and like there were so many heady abstract concepts that I just couldn't keep up with them all. Editing this is going to be a fucking nightmare, but I kind of felt like I wanted to do it. But I digress now, and I've been rambling for a while. And have been rambling, and I'm currently rambling. Friends, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. What a fucking game. Absolutely mad. Special thanks to our members and patrons: Miscreant, Rakiriku, Crescent, Tony the Horse, Cryolytic, Lyre the Hexire, Abyssalangi, Lanthelion, Gage Donaldson, Hotcherman, Saga, Jack, the Elf Lord, Ninja Dog, Ember Fox, Grand Captain General Peace, Beanbag Turtle, Malignant Humor, Cuds, Canis Samaria, Poe, Paul Tripler Bragg, Lifesteal, Mega Mr. Seaman, Unclever Name, Summercat, Flanny, Painted Dragoon, Lipotato, Proxy, Caminera, Moa, Heartland, Harrick J, Dresso, Sion Distance, Lol, Etherbin, Linky, Zeon Cedar, Bimbort, Alkia, Honeydew, Sweet Baby Red, Jessica T, Plutonium Pie, Dream Ghost Up Lullaby, K-Bub, Magic Owl, The Frostbite, Monsoon, SCP-106A, Namat, and Kenny T800 for support me on YouTube and on Patreon. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. I was honestly expecting just a kind of like spooky fucking, I don't know, some kind of spooky visual novel. I wasn't expecting it to go in the direction it did. Good for it. Very cool. Very interesting. It wasn't afraid to, it wasn't afraid to be lighthearted. It wasn't afraid to, be emotional, and it wasn't afraid to be kind of gruesome in places. The Prisoner being a notable example of that, right? Goddamn. But, and cool as well. Like the Adversary and the Eye of the Needle were really fun. Really cool sections. Very, very cool sections. The Witch was delightfully, tense. When you're just like, is she gonna betray me? Is she gonna betray me? Is she gonna betray me? Yep, she betrayed me. Cool. Just a lot of good stuff in there. Liked it a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I'm all in a muddle at the moment after all that. Let me know what you think. I want to hear your thoughts. That's all well and good. But that'll be then. This is now. Thank you so much for watching, and whatever happens next time, hope I see you there. Doodles. Goodbye.